Welcome to the first ever episode of Commissioner's Corner. I'm Commissioner Jen Flowers, happily joined today by Naomi Rogge, Junior at the University of Minnesota Duluth. How you doing, Naomi?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. This is fun. Like I told you, this is the first one, so you get to be the the guinea pig and the fun. So I'm excited to chat. So for those that don't know, you're a redshirt junior. Played 2 great seasons at Duluth and then missed last season due to an injury.
Yep.
So then comes kind of the coronavirus, the pandemic, the delayed start, all of that. So tell me about what it was like last Friday, getting ready to put your uniform on in Mankato as we're getting ready for the puck to drop.
It was crazy. I had the first date of our first game back on my calendar for so long. So being able to have that game officially happening was unreal experience. I was trying not to get too high about it because I didn't want to have the nerves kind of rush into me and affect how I played. So those couple months before that we were able to practice really helped calm my nerves with my confidence and everything. So it was an unbelievable experience. My teammates always had my back through the whole thing. So it was fun to finally share that with them.
So talk about the time away from the ice, right? So you're injured, you missed all of last season, and then obviously it's extended. What was the key, do you think, for you kind of getting yourself ready and getting healthy, and what was your mentality like during that time?
Just trying to focus on the day that I had, being able to grow each day from that, whether it was doing something in the shooting room, sitting on a chair, shooting, whether it was getting stronger, getting my range of motion a little bit better in my knee. And also a lot of that came from my teammates having support, checking in on me. Sadly, I had 2 teammates go through that, Mackenzie Revering, who's our senior captain, and Brooke Schugel, who just graduated. They both went through that twice, which is horrible to say, but they were able to help me through the whole experience. If I ever had a bad day, they were right there for me. So it was awesome. We had great athletic trainers, great coaching staff that were able to just always be there for me whenever I needed it.
Being away from the game, like what was the thing that you were most looking forward to as you were getting back on the ice?
Being able to experience like the ups and downs again in a hockey game. Watching so many games last year, I missed a lot of girls' first goals. And so that was also something that I liked experiencing as well. So being able to see Clara Van Weeren score her first goal, see the whole team just so excited, just missing those moments with the team was probably the biggest thing I was looking forward to.
And then you put one in the back of the net. So talked about those emotions as you scored your first goal back.
Yeah, I actually was going to dump the puck, and then I hear coach yelling, skate, skate. So I was like, all right, I got to skate it. So finally I just shoot it, and it goes in, and I just turn around and see my roommate, Manon McMahon, just like jaw-dropped speechless. We were just both looking at each other saying nothing. And, like, she's like, oh, my gosh, you did it. Like, you scored your first game back. Like, I always was so confident. I was like, I'm going to come back first game, score a hat trick. Like, no one count me out. That was kind of like my mentality. And so just being able to see that and share that with those girls, and I could just hear the screams from the bench. Like, that is something that was so special. Like, they were along with me for the whole journey, and for them to see that, I think, was super cool, and it was super awesome for me to experience.
Well, I know there was a lot of people who were really excited to see you back on the ice. So let's turn our page to this weekend, and you have the Gophers coming to Amsoil. What do you think the keys to the games will be?
Just keep our rolling. You know, offensively, I think so many people scored. So just having confidence in that it can be anyone on given night will be awesome for us. I think just honing in on our penalties a bit. I think we killed a little bit too much than we wanted to this last weekend. So just being able to be smarter in those situations will put us in a good spot.
So for those who don't know, we're playing all of our games, at least for this first part of the season, with no fans in the stands, and which obviously is a different experience for everyone. Tell me about what your thoughts are there. Do you miss having, is it difficult for your family not to be there? The energy maybe that comes from the band even. What do you think it'll be like in Amsoil this weekend?
It'll be obviously different. We always have our parent section sitting right across from our bench, and all of us really appreciate our parents being there. But we understand that it's for the safety of everyone and for us, and that's what it is to play a game, and we're totally fine with that if that's what we have to do to be able to play something that we love doing.
Let's switch gears a little bit and talk about the future. So tell me what your major is at Duluth and what maybe you're hoping to do once hockey is in the rearview mirror.
Yeah, I am a math and stats major. I am also having a coaching minor that I'm working on. So my plan is to start grad school next fall, hopefully, in mathematical sciences. And my plan is to become a professor in either math or stats along the road. I've also kind of looked at some other desk jobs, but I don't know if that's me completely. But definitely something in the math and stats department.
There's not a lot of people that are saying that probably. So that's awesome. Good for you. We'll look forward to seeing that happen. How long do you hope to play hockey? Where do you hope to play after college if you can?
Yeah, my parents have always told me you can never wish away those moments. You can't be on a team forever, so you might as well take it while it's there. So if I have the opportunity, I'll absolutely play, and real life can start later.
That's great advice. I love it. That's the quote of the day. Real life can start later. Really good. So one of the things I want to do when we're having these conversations is enter this little segment called This Is Me. So it's all these awesome questions that I want to ask because I want to know more about Naomi. So we're going to kind of roll through them. Give me the first answer that hits your head. All right, you ready?
Yes.
All right. Favorite food?
Ice cream.
Ice cream, says the hockey player. I love it. Favorite movie?
And I'm dairy free. I just found it out, so it's pretty sad to hear that.
So what will you do? Is there a non-dairy ice cream? I don't even know.
I'm learning. A couple of my teammates are dairy free too, so they've been helping me along the way.
Oh my goodness. Talk about adjustments. Okay. How about favorite movie?
Oh, anything Avengers. So any of the Marvel movies I'm a huge fan of.
Okay. Favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Why?
I love just being with my family. We always have good memories of being at the cabin or just going somewhere fun. It's just always something revolved around family.
Biggest fear?
Ooh. I really hate snakes and spiders. Anything to do with them. If there's a spider in my room, worst nightmare.
You sound exactly like my daughter, who might get it from her mom. Dream vacation?
Anywhere tropical, but I really want to go to Hawaii.
Got it. Guilty pleasure TV show?
Criminal Minds, 100%. I watched that probably 3 or 4 times.
Love it. I love that show as well. How about game day pump up jam?
I'm a sucker for country on game days, just light and free. So probably anything Luke Combs, honestly.
Oh, Luke Combs just had a big night. I feel like there's country music awards on all the time right now, but he just won some big awards. I love his music as well. How about favorite WCHA opponent and why?
Minnesota, and I think it's because I grew up so close to them. Kind of looking up to a lot of them, and now I'm kind of switching roles, and I want to be a Bulldog for the rest of my life. So it's now against them.
Got it. I mean, it's a big weekend this weekend.
Yes.
How about best hockey memory?
Ooh, probably winning the state tournament my junior year in overtime. That was always the biggest thing in Minnesota high school hockey, was to win the tournament. So probably easily that one.
Last one, probably the toughest one. What's one thing nobody knows about you?
A lot of people don't know that I was a dancer growing up. Probably I think it was till like 6th or 7th grade I was a dancer. And if you see me now, no one would believe me, but I was a dancer growing up.
Well, maybe not. Maybe those moves have helped you on the ice. You never know, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, I so appreciate you spending some time with me today. This was really fun. Obviously, you've got big games this weekend, so I hope everybody can tune in. Gophers play, the University of Minnesota plays at University of Minnesota Duluth Friday and Saturday of this weekend. Naomi Rogge, our first ever guest on the Commissioner's Corner. Thanks so much for joining us. Have an awesome rest of your day.
Thank you for having me.